Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Homestead, Overland, Virginia. Overland is for my Nissan Titan that we are eventually going to turn into an overlanding rig and start doing videos about that. But right now, we're making videos about off-grid living, homesteading. We're converting a barn into a barn-dominium. And once we convert that barn into a barn-dominium, we'll get back to this Nissan, put some money into that. So right now, I'm getting ready to do a 20,000-mile review on my 2024 Nissan Titan Pro 4XXD. Good morning, Miss Brewski baby. I'll do a little bit of the review inside the truck because it is super windy outside. It's like November 6th or something right now, 5th, I'm not sure. But I will tell you, in general, this truck is awesome. Before this truck, I had a 1998 Toyota Tacoma Pre-Runner, man. 367,000 miles on it. Still running, super cool. And I was thinking about getting another Toyota because they're so awesome. But all the Toyotas and all these new trucks have like turbocharged with like these hybrid engines. And I didn't want anything to do with that. I settled on a Titan because it has a V8. In general, this truck rocks. I love everything about it. It's so boss. It's so reliable. It's so powerful. There's like one complaint that I have and one complaint that I've seen other people talk about. What other people talk about doesn't bother me at all. Is this seat right here, the passenger seat? It doesn't like lift up. My seat, I can move all kind of different directions. My wife really doesn't sit here. She's usually in the back with the baby. But if you have someone who has a height disadvantage, it might be a little bummer. You might have to put something for them to sit on to see over the dashboard. The main problem that I don't like, I think it's a bad design, and I'm going to show you when I go outside, is these back doors. They don't open all the way up to like a 90 degree, you know, so that you can get stuff in there like a baby. So number one complaint for me, and it's kind of windy, so I'm just going to show you this really quick, and then we'll do an overall on the whole truck, and I'll play some music. But when you open up the back door, it only goes right to here, which is a very weird angle. This should come all the way back to here a little bit more, so when you're putting boxes in or groceries, it's like I'm hitting up against this if you want to put your baby in the car seat. Very difficult. Another little complaint is just kind of like the cheap plastic on the front right here. You got this, and the paint's already coming off. You know, it kind of like, and they got paint for this kind of stuff. It's just kind of that. That's no big deal. But let me just do a little run around. We'll put some music and let you see how beautiful she is. So this is the Nissan Titan Pro 4X in Baja Storm. Love the color. My wife and I love the color. This, from my understanding, is the very last one that came off the assembly line in Mississippi. We had it already picked out. We got it in Tennessee. And then the guys called us down there to land. Super cool. In Cookville, and he said, we just sold the last one in Baja Storm. Do you want the other color? And we were like, nah, me and my wife don't dig that color. It was like a gunmetal or something metallic gray. He goes, let me make a phone call. And he called down to Mississippi. They had one more coming off the line. And this is it right here. And here's the cool part about it. It's a V8, all right? This thing is boss. A lot of room on the inside. The truck bed, when you get the HD Pro 4X HD, which is the heavy duty, it's longer in the back. It's like a I think it's 6-foot bed or 6.5. Don't quote me on that. But I'm gonna show you too. The running boards are super cool. Underneath it, it has skid plates. In the back, it has these boxes on the side for like cargo. And at first, I was like, I don't want them because I want the whole use of the bed. But a whole sheet of plywood or like a sheetrock fit perfectly in the back because it's 4 feet wide. And you have those boxes that are waterproof. I have all kind of stuff in there. I'm gonna show you what's inside there. And the inside is just awesome. It has like a moon roof. I was kind of worried about that because my wife has a sunroof and there was water that got in her vehicle, but it's been awesome. The sunroof goes like all the way in the back. Well, it's called a moon roof. But in general, I think it's a good looking vehicle. Super boss truck. Let's look at the tires. I just shine these up, right? So there's a lot of products I'm going to show you that are in there to protect the vehicle. I have all that kind of stuff on Amazon links if you guys want to get that. Like what I shine these tires with, I think it's called McGuire. I use that to do the whole truck. Makes it look really good. I got other things in there. If you guys can support us by, you know, buying those things, if you need them, hit the link. Check out the tires real quick. So that's a nice shine that lasts for a while. I'll also use that on all the things inside the vehicle. Let's take a look on the inside. It's awesome. Right, let's open it up. These mirrors, you can pull them out if you're hauling something. Open it up in here. Beautiful. Moonroof. I love this. This is something that I added to it to protect it. You open this up, you can fit a little chihuahua in here. This whole thing comes out. You can put a bunch of stuff down there. The seats are heated and air conditioned. Mats are nice, heavy duty. Here's one thing I always keep in my door, especially out. I keep a towel to wipe stuff up. It's blacked up. And then I keep one of these brushes in here because in the wintertime, I got snow before I get in. I can dust all the snow off my boots and not have to get it all into the vehicle here. Let me go in and just shut it and kind of like look at things. Okay. Sorry about the lighting. I got a protective cover over this. That was one of the first things I got. Got these cool little mirror things for my wife and I to kind of like light up. This is a great thing for your drink and for your phone. These things are great in between the seats and where the seat belts are. These little things. Every time you drop something, it catches it. It's really, really nice. Let's see. Glove box, pretty standard. Let's start it up. You're supposed to just tap it like that first. Everything will start coming on. You'll see people usually tap and do the brake, but I watched a couple of videos. You turn them on. Now you do this. It's got all kind of bells and whistles you go through here, and you can choose a lot of different things to go through and kind of like customize your vehicle. Let's see what it says here, because I've just been driving 18.5 miles to the gallon. That's pretty good. That's highway. Sometimes in the country, I'm getting like 13 or 15 all through here. You can get Apple Play. You know, you hook your phone up. Everything works awesome. I have 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 4 low. Over here, you can put the the lockers on in the back. I've used them before, got stuck, got out of it. All cruise control and everything on here. In the back is beautiful. Come on, it's nice. It is nice. Sunroof, I can close this. Although it's sitting in the back, they have like, you know, they can see up as we're driving. It's awesome. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's a beautiful vehicle. Let me take a look at the back here. See what it looks like. Here, I'm sorry about the lighting, but I finally got a chance to get my vehicle cleaned. I came up to visit my mom here in Maryland. So the seats in the back are heated and air conditioned. Plenty of room there. Let's see what it looks like from back here. Look at that cockpit, man. Dude, it's so awesome. And then let's see, I'm sitting in here. Let me turn the camera around. Here I am in the back seat. And I got a hat on. Plenty of room. Plenty of room in the back seat for a big guy. You can fit somebody in the middle here, and you can fit somebody over there. The stereo rocks, Fender speakers. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go around to the other side. Open it up. Here's a cool thing I'm gonna show you in a second about the seats, okay? This is what I usually like to do. I lift these seats up. You can pull this out. There's storage under here. I do the same to that side. I come over here. And I usually leave the seats up like I'm doing right now because I can, you know, go shopping, go to Costco, and you can put all you want in there. And I have a blanket that I put in there so that I just don't really mess up this thing. And they're very simple to come right back down, you know, right here, bam. All right, looking good. Let's go over to the passenger side. Come on now. Huh? So I like to make these videos because the reason we bought one is ProForm Max lights up at night so you can kind of see what's going on in here. Trying to get the sun to stop blaring on everything. It's hard. There we go. Drink cup holder there. Put all kind of things in here. And then, like I said, heated seats, air conditioned seats. You have everything to charge your phones, all kind of stuff like for towing that I don't even use. This thing's a tow monster. Let's go into the back here. I'm gonna show you these boxes. Let's see, I got my keys. So in the back, I put plywood just to protect the bed. I was using this for a while as construction. Here, you got this thing right here. You put your foot down. You get up in here. Let me see if I can get my keys and do this with one hand. I was just in this box a second ago. These are all waterproof. Man, put all my stuff in here, like safety gear or whatever. The other side's totally full with everything. I lock that back up. The little covers keep the water up. These tie downs are awesome because I can unscrew it and move it anywhere along the bars around here, and you can tie down your stuff. So I have this blanket. I'll show you how I use this when I'm basically got the seats down. Come on, it's got so I put a little milk crate back here just to kind of keep stuff easily accessible. But let me set up this little back and I'll show you what I do. Just something to protect this. So this is just like a cover. It's waterproof. It's basically for dogs. And I have one of these and I just leave it like this. Basically, this is how I travel because I take my wife and our baby out, man, every few weeks. So I don't have to keep the car seat in here. I can go do things and I can throw stuff in the back. Like if I need to get chicken feed and if it's raining, instead of putting it back here, I'll put it back here and this protects everything. Like I said, this is waterproof. And I have links to all these things, you know, to this right here, to basically the little cover for your middle console, to this guy right here to protect your screen, for this guy for your drinks, for these guys, you know, the mirrors are super cool. Let's check out the engine. So if you guys usually watch our videos, we're usually in Virginia, you know, that's where our homestead is, but I came up to Maryland to hang out with my mom for a little bit. She has dementia, so it's nice. That's one of the reasons I moved from California closer to the East Coast to be with her. And then we're getting ready to insulate the barn, dominium, and put sheetrock up, but we're waiting for a couple more supplies. And my wife was like, why don't you go see your mom? And that would be a good chance to hang out with her. So that's why we're in a parking lot up here. We're in a church parking lot. So another thing too is I'm getting ready to get the winter tires put on here. And they already came in, and I didn't want to have these big knobby tires driving up to Maryland. And, you know, they're not really for the interstate. And then I'll do a little video on what these tires look like. They're super cool, man, for the snow and mud. And then when spring comes around, I'll put these tires back on. But let's go check out the engine. And like, as far as specs, as far as like, you know, how much torque does it have and horsepower, you can look all that kind of stuff up on the details. I just kind of want to give you an idea what it looks like, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So you can decide if it's something that you want. You know, that's basically how we found out about it. Man, I was watching Titan videos for days and I was like, that's an awesome truck. But let's just check out the engine. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I'm gonna try. Hold on, guys. Oh, there you go. So this is a V8. It's kind of easy to work on it. You see those engines that are turbo. There's just stuff everywhere, man. It looks like spaghetti and a hot mess, but Nissan V8. And this thing is powerful. I love it. Let's go get the engine a little bit. See what it sounds like, or hear what it sounds like. Yeah. Oh, another little thing I like is this dashboard cover. It has a place for the airbag and everything so the sun doesn't beat that down. Absolutely awesome. So I've had a couple problems with the truck. Maybe about after having it for maybe 10, 12,000 miles, the back left brake started smoking. I don't know what the hell was wrong with it. We were heading up to Ohio to see my dad, and I took it to the Nissan dealer up there. They couldn't figure it out. Then I brought it to one back here in Harrisonburg, and it took them a couple tries, but they finally figured it out. I don't know the technicals on it. I don't have the paperwork with me, but if you're interested in whatever that was, something was going on in the braking system. They replaced it. No big deal, but I had to pay for doing the brake on the other side because basically if they're all balanced, like they changed a lot of things on this side, and if this side's still old, they say it's going to wear weird. So I paid 250 bucks for that. Another thing that was driving me crazy is my truck started going on the left tire here. God, for like 6 months, they couldn't figure it out. I took it to Harrisonburg, Nissan. I think they looked at it like 4 or 5 times. We're like, we have no idea. Then I took it to one in, I think it's called Valley Nissan in Stanton, Virginia. And those guys kept it for a few days, and they said, guess what? You have rocks, pebbles up in the whatever, the tire there. So in the country, we live on a gravel road. There's gravel roads everywhere. So that's the bummer about these kind of vehicles. When you're riding down these gravel roads, it's going to pick up rocks. And then they're going to get up in all these different parts and cause problems. Like when I was going up hill in a low gear, it sounded like rocks in a can. I'm like, what the hell is that? And they looked up there, and there's a certain place where rocks can get up in there and just hang out. Well, as you can see, the lighting is a little better now. The sun's going down. It's not so harsh. So at the end here, again, I'll just do a little walk around so you can see everything. Put some music on if you're interested. And the channel's called Homestead Overland, Virginia, because overlanding eventually, like I said, we're going to take this Titan and turn it into an overlanding rig. They were like future-proofing our channel. Right now we're doing homesteading, off-grid, living. You know, we're converting that barn to a barn-dominium, but eventually we'll do that with this. And also, I think at the beginning I said it's a Nissan Titan Pro 4X HD. It's an XD. I take that back, which pretty much means HD. The XD means that it is bigger. It has a bigger frame for pulling and towing. And actually the truck bed's bigger. And that's what I really want, so you can fit mountain bikes in there. So guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'd appreciate it if you go to a channel called Kronos Overland. They have the same truck and they do all kind of cool adventures. Check them out. But I'm coming home. I'm coming. I'm coming home. I'm coming. Homestead Overland, Virginia.